You're watching Pyro Media Network.
Feel like Kobe, I'm like Jokic with the rock. You physically couldn't hold me, I don't care if you pushing 40. You can never little bro me. You're on step like Ginobili, from young OG to the OG. From nosebleeds to floor seats, circle stronger than Cuban links. My gold dance, your gold plated. You verse me, now that's a reach. We ready. My turn, on God, held steady. I keep dropping back to back. I keep going if you let me. I've been sitting at the top, looking down at those who left me. Promise I'm not being paid.
We hope your experience is fruitful. Please feel free to visit our website to find out how you can join our growing family. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. Also, share so others may enjoy as well. And we hope you would consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. All right, let's start the show.
I believe that we've all had people in our life, or still have people in our life, that we gave too much importance to. We validated these people too much. We pulled these people too close, and those people should have been high and buys. And we know that even if we regret bringing these people into our lives, they become lessons. We heard that one before, but sometimes, now that you know, you don't even want to experience too many lessons anymore in your life, right? At some point, you want to see the red flags and leave those people where they stand. And we saw the red flags, but we ignored them. And we saw to get off at this exit. We kept going. And it's just the honest truth. There are people that went on longer than what they should have in our life. They should have got off a lot of stops ago. There are about 7-point-something billion people. In a perfect world, you would love to be friends with all of them. In the perfect world, you would love to have a close relationship with everybody. But we ain't in a perfect world. We validated those people so much so that they become a part of your problem. They become a part of your depression. They become the reason that you're not living at your fullest potential. Everybody is not meant to live in your house. Love.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I'm a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I'm a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
What is going on, Pyromaniacs? We are back with another episode of Pyro Power Hour, and it's the Monday night kickoff. Shout out to all of you guys. Listen, we got some great stuff going on today. A lot of craziness going on in the world, but I didn't even set up, a good Lord Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. I didn't even set up the slides. Now, listen here. I got really excited about something, and so I'm going to just go ahead and go with the flow. Give me 1 second, you guys. I'm so sorry. I hope you guys are doing well up in here. There we go. Let me move this over here. Just give me 2 seconds, you guys, and then I will get you guys back on track here. Move here. Grab that. Share the screen. Boom. Bam. Thank you, ma'am. Boom. Okay. Now I can go over here and grab this. Okay, see, real time. Whew. It's just what it is. All right, y'all. Let me go ahead and get into the things here of the things. First and foremost, welcome to the show. We're in the first quarter of the show. Like, share, and subscribe, and all of those things. Okay, if you have been with Pyro Media Network for a while, y'all know how it is on YouTube. And I want to first congratulate all of you guys on helping us to attain 5K. I know that may be small for some people, but YouTube, I think for the first 5 or 6 years, we were focused more on our podcast and making sure that podcast came in, and we weren't even doing visuals or any type of streaming shows or anything like that. It was just podcast only. And so we weren't really focused on Twitch and or YouTube. And so after a while of us really kind of shifting and pivoting over because of where podcasting was going, and it was becoming kind of oversaturated, we started focusing on YouTube. And YouTube is really, really hard, especially when you have a lot of people on YouTube. And y'all know there were certain things that were going on with former clients and stuff like that, that caused issues and stuff like that. But listen, 5K is a big deal for us. 5K is a big deal for anybody that goes, that is on this journey of growing. So I want to thank you guys so much. You guys rock. I appreciate you guys for rocking with your boy. And yeah, I'm excited. I didn't even know until I saw Cupcakes when I was getting ready. Cupcakes put this in here as the first comment. So shout out to Cupcakes, one of our amazing gladiators in the building. Welcome, Pyromaniacs. Hit that like button. Yes, please do that. We appreciate it. Also, text Blaze 833-793-2423. If you have not done so already, it will help you. If you're not getting notifications from YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're watching at, we'll send a text message directly to you. Cupcake says, hey, Yella and Bentley. Yes, Bentley is chilling. Also, shout out to our other amazing gladiator, Deacon, Dr. Professor, Apostle, Bishop, Pastor, Reverend, Prophet, Overseer, Elder, Evangelist, Supervisor, Principal, Administrator, Mr. HBCU, Atlanta Chapter, President of the Old Knees Club, Incorporated, Holt. Yes, that is crazy. But we love him anyway. Shout out to you, Michaela. Thank you so much. 8 a.m. I thought I was late. No, it's just not too much, Michaela. Anywho, yes, turtleneck. If you guys know where that's from, yeah, we'll keep it like that. Let's see. Yeah, what's going on, Tyra? Thank you for joining. Hey, boo. Thank you for coming on through. Keith, it's in the building. What's going on? Tyra said it's a great accomplishment. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Dr. O says, child, I'm sitting here putting a sponsorship packet together for one of my 1,000 organizations. Tell it and lost track of time. Hey, y'all. Listen, it's okay. It's okay. Congrats. Thank you, Keith. We appreciate it. Come on, 5K. Pyro should cash all of us. But I should block him. Sometimes I just want to. You ever just want to hit somebody upside the head? Anywho, love you, Dr. Holt. Orange is your color. You look like a beautiful tangerine. Thank you. You're so sweet. Let's see. Flashes, fingers like, oh my God. Y'all are a mess. As new device. Okay. Oh, you got a new device? Yes, this new device I got. It's going wonky. Okay. Did you call him a beautiful? She did. She called me a beautiful tangerine. I love you, Michaela. I'm in Augusta, not Atlanta. I mean, it really is the same thing. Come on, Cletus. Come on. Anyway, let's move on. I don't got time for this. Y'all are crazy. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And thank you to all of the new subscribers. Welcome to Pyro Media. Whether you're here for Pyro Power Hour or any of the other amazing shows on Pyro Media Network, we want to thank you for coming on through. And if you're here for Pyro Power Hour, make sure that you act right so we don't have to act up. Cupcakes and Dr. Hull are in full alert and in the building with the pow pows and the pew pews ablazing. Praise Jesus. And if you want to go ahead and send us any correspondence for the show, whether you want some advice on things, if you have some articles or even stories that you want us to follow up on, you can go ahead and correspond with us at pyropowerhour@gmail.com. That's pyropowerhour@gmail.com. And also, like I said before, text Blaze to Text Blaze, BLAZE, to 833-793-2423. That's 833-793-2423. And subscribe. Just because we hit 5,000 doesn't mean you can't keep going. So let's go ahead and make sure we go up to 10,000. Praise Jesus. And then 20,000. And then 40,000. And we're going to keep going upward and onward. So thank you guys for tuning in on today. And if you have not done so already, remember this is spring bash week, so make sure that you guys go ahead and get into Patreon so we can go ahead and start doing some things in there for you guys and showing you all of the new content. It's only $5 a month. I would start probably on the 1st. Don't grab it today because I think they charge today for March, and I don't know how Patreon works. Patreon is a little weird when it comes to the way they charge things. So go ahead and make sure you guys join this week. It's a great time to join Patreon. Birthday season. We are still in Aries season. Shout out to Cupcake. We know she's my favorite Aries out there. Praise Jesus. Happy birthday to the one and only MC Hammer. All right. Shout out to him. Yes. Yeah, happy birthday. Can't touch this. Also, shout out to happy birthday goes to Richard Sherman. He is a cornerback. I almost said quarterback. Cornerback of the Seattle Seahawks. And I believe he was originally on the 49ers, or the 40-winers, as I like to say, since they let go of Colin Kaepernick. No comment. But I think he was on the 49ers, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all let me know in the chat if I'm wrong. And then also happy birthday to Tracy Chapman. I love Tracy Chapman. I love her music. She is just awesome, and I just love her spirit. She's just a really dope artist. So shout out to her. Shout out to all of these awesome Aries. I know Kwame don't watch football because he barely knows who this is. No, he's on the Seahawks for sure. I know for a fact he's on the Seahawks because I met him when I was trying to meet what's his name, Ciara's husband. Yes. When I was living in Seattle, I met him. Anywho, oh, and then our favorite Aries, we are still in Cupcake Month. We have 2 days left in Cupcake Month. So shout out to our one and only, the Grande Dame herself, Cupcakes. Yes, we love her. She's our head of security, and she's just dope. Look at her. Look at her. Just beautiful. We don't have ugly people over here. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Pyro Media is gorgeous. Anywho, all right, let's get into some breaking news, yo. We got a lot to talk about, a lot of things. What did she say? Oh, yeah, okay. She said, trying to have late nights and early. You know what? You have a question? Tiffany? What are you raising your hand for? Where's she been? That's a blast from the. Oh, Tracy Chapman. Yeah, she been. What she did? I think she do the VMAs a couple of years ago or Grammys. I don't know. Maybe it was last year or the year before. Anyway, let's move on. Am I a beautiful changer? You are a beautiful peach. Okay, crazy. Let's move on. Y'all are a mess. I cannot do it. I had hammer pants. You did. Let's move on. I cannot. Y'all are being a mess today. Let's get into some breaking news. All right, y'all. So breaking news. Just a while ago. Well, today. We're still having some oil issues, or rather gas price issues, and it doesn't seem to be going down anytime soon. This is a 6-minute video, so I'm not going to play the whole thing. I just want to get you the beginning part because that's really the crux of the entire video. So I couldn't find anything shorter, but I wanted to let you guys know what was going on. Check it out.
You called this the worst energy crisis of our lifetimes and said the level of complacency is astounding. Why is this so bad? What are we missing?
Well, I think what the market is missing is the West is really yet to feel the true impact. When you read stories about product hoarding, you read about operators of gas stations being shot dead because they ran out of product in India and was unable to fill up cars. You hear about fishing boats in the East not being able to fill up because the economics of going out and fishing just don't make any sense. We see the world through a Western lens, and yet this is a global crisis. When you think about the true impact, like the Strait of Hormuz, people may say this now, but no sober mind ever thought that it could ever actually be impeded because it was just too critically important. Roughly 22 million barrels per day of oil and product were flowing prior, which is obviously massive from a global context for oil. We know LNG, 20% of global flows as well. And so when you consider that global oil production today is down about 11 million barrels per day, it's forecasted that between barrels already lost and those yet to be lost, we will lose about 900 million barrels in Middle Eastern production this year. Contrast that to COVID, the biggest demand shock in history, and demand fell about 870, 880 million barrels. So it puts things into perspective, and yet the market remains very, very complacent, both on the near-term impact and also the long-term impact of it. Okay,
so let's talk numbers here because GLC go on the.
All right, so I don't want to get all into all of that, but like I think this is like we have not seen the true impact of all of this, and I don't think it's really hit the United States like it could or like it will, and I don't think we've seen the impact yet, and I think just Trump threatening crude oil futures increase. We just got breaking news again. Hold on. Oh, that's after attack on. So U.S. crude oil futures increased 3.4% after attack on Kuwaiti. Unbelievable. So like, I don't know. I don't think Trump understands that like every move that the United States makes, it's a ripple effect across the world. And I'm not knocking any other country, but we are the superpower of the world. And so I don't think he understands that if we move left or we move right or we move forward or whatever, it affects the entire world. And although we have a lot of domestic issues at home, this is gonna be a problem on all fronts for him. And I don't think he really understood the level and complexity that it took, or that it's going to take with dealing with Iran, and I feel also that like his ego really got us in a space where he can't cash this check. Like it's really, really bad. Like I really don't think that he understands. He doesn't even know how to pull out and the pause. Right? Like I don't think he knows how to get us out of the situation. And yeah, y'all voted for this all because you didn't want the black woman in office, all because you didn't want Hillary in office. This is wild boots. What do y'all saying? I'm here. Where the real breaking news? Right. What's new? Girl, gas is $9,000. I drove a BMW. Hell, it's $700,000. Yeah, it's crazy in LA. Gas higher than Shaka Khan. Y'all leave Shaka Khan alone. I vote for that MF. Michaela says, tears of the people of Iran. I don't believe what the president doing is right. So please, can we figure some type of piece? I don't want to play $7,000. It's not really $7,000, sis. But I think it's going to be a problem. Like we're going to run out of resources when it comes to this. I think he's put us in a really, really bad situation. But we're going to have to just wait and see. We're just going to have to wait and see. All right, y'all. This week on the network, that's going to do it for the breaking news. I can't right now. It's too much. It's going to be, it's crazy. But this week on the network, we got, obviously we started out with the Monday night kickoff. We have Pyro Power Hour tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry. This is wrong. We do not have Pyro Power Hour tomorrow because we are prepping for April 1st, which is Wednesday. And this is wrong. Hold on. This is completely wrong. Hold on 1 second, y'all. That is the wrong document. What? No, none of this is correct. None of this is right. Hold on. It should be something else here. There we go. I was like, wait a minute, that's not correct. Where are you? Let me see if I can update this in real time. I can, because look at God. Boom. There we go. All right. Let me know if y'all can see it. Y'all should be able to see it now. All right. So here is the updated one. We have Monday Night Kickoff, the Monday Night Kickoff today. And tomorrow we are off from all shows. It's the fifth Sunday or fifth Tuesday in the month anyway, so we're good. Who needs to be fired? Wrong and variety. I think this one is on me though. I ain't gonna lie. I can't blame Samuel on this one. But Tuesday we are off because we're prepping for our spring bash, which is starting on Wednesday. And so Tammy's Take is going to be kicking off for the spring bash. We have a new episode of Tammy's Take, and then we're going to be kicking back off with Pyro Power Hour for our Wednesday, our Hump Day review. And then we have a new episode of the Daryl Walter Show on Thursday morning. Y'all go ahead and check it out. I really like the Daryl Walter Show. If y'all like all the church news and all the churchy stuff or whatever, definitely go ahead and check out the Daryl Walter Show. It's mess with purpose. Praise Jesus. And then also we have the debut of the Dirty Laundry with KO. So definitely check that out and support at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Thursday. And then we have Dr. Victorious at 6:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then we're going to round off this week with Kwame Speaks on Friday. We have new shows that are going to be added to the weekly schedule, but for now, for this week, this is what the schedule is going to be. So make sure you lock it in. Make sure you put it on your calendar. Kwame is in his 40s, right? Do you want to get deleted, girl? Why are you worried about my age? You don't ask a lady her age. Wait a minute. Where's Missionary Bentley? Bentley is on Wednesdays. He's not on the Monday Night Kickoff. I don't have a slide for the Monday Night Kickoff, okay? Anywho, it's time for the watch list. Now, this is not out yet, but it's in development. But I think that you guys should really check it out. If you ever watched the X-Files, I was a big fan of the X-Files, and I think I want to rewatch it. But anyway, I don't know if I have time to watch it. I watch them in these damn shows. But I used to watch the X-Files all the time. But Ryan Coogler is going to be creating, or he's in the deals to create a show on Hulu, a Hulu original, to do a reboot of the X-Files. Now, I'm a big fan of Ryan Coogler. So I just don't see anything that he's done that's can go wrong. Well, we need to find one for Monday. Yes, X-Files. But Himesh Patel and Danielle Deadweiler is set to lead in Ryan Coogler's X-Files reboot, which I think is really, really dope. So definitely check it out when it comes out. I'll be keeping you guys abreast of when if any news comes out on it. But Ryan Coogler is the man, so I'm going to support him in whatever he's doing because he's just a trailblazer when it comes to original content and just original thought and just paving the way for Black directors. So shout out to him. All right, y'all. Where are we at? We are getting into. Make sure you guys are liking if you have not done so already, and subscribe. Please subscribe. If you're watching on the replay, we appreciate you for liking, subscribing, and commenting. Let us know that you're watching, and we appreciate you guys coming on through. Let's get into the second quarter of the show. All right. He make a Black X-File. Right. He's gonna make a Black X-File. That mustache is giving Steve Harvey realness. I know, right? I like Ryan Coogler. But he has a wife, and I keep my legs closed to married men. Praise Jesus. Anywho, Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry helped out the Atlanta airport. I think it was over the weekend or last week, where he gave out a bunch of gift cards that were $1,000, $1,000 limit gift cards, $1,000 gift cards, and now TSA, the actual feds, were telling the employees that they need to return it since Trump is going ahead and putting in a whole executive order to get them paid. I know you lying. So first of all, you got me. Let me get this straight. I'm a TSA employee, right? Or employee, right? Hypothetically, I'm standing doing the work, not getting paid for almost a month. because y'all can't get your shit together. And then you get ICE agents to come in and watch me do my job while they're getting paid, overpaid in my personal opinion, for me to watch them get paid, watching me not get paid, working full through, and I'm getting blessed by people who actually give a damn about me, and you want me to give that money back? You better kiss the blackest parts of my ass, because that's not gonna happen, sir, ma'am, they, them, all of y'all. That's not gonna happen. Y'all better keep your gift cards and call it a day. That's crazy. I would have said I paid my rent. Right. God bless this gal. The hell I would give that. But that's what I'm saying. I would have gave that gift card back empty with exactly. Transfer those funds. And you better be keeping your leg. Now, Cupcake, that's a word. But, I give flight attendants coffee gift cards all the time. Same thing. Exactly. We don't expect that back. Don't be no dang on. Let me not say that. But yeah, I think that's crazy. I would have been. First of all, y'all. I know a couple of TSA employees, and I love y'all. But y'all need to start looking for another job, because that's insulting. You already. It's like rude at this point. It's not just rude, it's also deceptive. It's also just abusive at this point. Like, it's like, what are you doing? You don't pay me for almost a month. I got bills. You're expecting me to come in and work for free, which is basically slavery, girl. And then you bring people who's the reason for this whole shutdown any damn way, who is overpaid. You bring those people in to watch me work, while they're walking around eating chips and bonbons and arresting immigrants. To watch me work while I'm not getting paid, while I know that they're getting overpaid, plus benefits. And then I get blessed by somebody, a millionaire, who says, hey, I got a lot. Here's a little something for you. I know it may not be much, because I know you have been going a whole month without getting paid. And this $1,000 is probably not going to do much for you, but at least it's something. And now I'm being told to give it back. If I could, we're gonna move on. Because I don't want my blood pressure to go up. I had therapy today. And I had a great therapy session. And I don't need to call him back and be like, hey, we need to have another conversation. So we're just gonna get back and keep it rolling. Zendaya. We love you, Zendaya. She's a beautiful girl. Great gowns, beautiful hair, wonderful manicure, cute shoes, Zendaya is now becomes the highest paid Black actress ever, earning 43 million. Highest paid Black actress ever, earning 43 million from acting in 2026. That is insane. She is a millionaire. 43 million by herself. My God, today. That's Black excellence right there. Yes, beautiful gowns. I ain't giving back shit. Right. So shout out to you. Clock it. Yes, clock it for her. Yes. Shout out to you, Zendaya. We love you, girl. All right. Here we go. Gird your loins, ladies and gents, and everybody in between. These niggers. Okay? So as you guys know, Amber Rose, who's a white woman impersonating a Black. Amber Rose is on here talking the trashiest of shit. Okay? Because y'all know she's in full support. She's full MAGA. She's in full support of y'all's president, and she just won't shut the hell up. So she was riding around with Nicolicious Cannon, who wants to just just keep breeding and just constantly try to resupply the damn black community, the black culture. I don't know what's going on with him and his penis. But they were riding around and she was talking shit. Take a look.
First of all, white people should be able to say nigga.
So,
and I'm going to tell you why.
Oh, shit.
Because no one, when you really stop giving a fuck about stupid, dumbass words, will stop killing each other. And Nick, it's very different. You know, if it says the hard R and they're pointing at you, it's very different than rap lyrics or saying, oh, that's my nigga, that's my homie.
Right.
You
if
know?
somebody's using a term as a derogatory term,
but we know that.
Hurt, you know the difference between somebody just saying
we're all
a
smart
rap
enough.
lyric.
We're
Absolutely.
all smart enough to know what's right and what's wrong.
Right.
So why are we putting so much damage and pain behind? I let my kids curse. They have freedom of speech.
Right.
Why live in America if you don't have freedom of speech? And I let my kids do that. Now, do they say, mommy, fuck you? No.
They bet not.
Do they say, mommy, you're a bitch? No.
Right.
They know what's right.
Well, mommy, you are. Let me be quiet. Mommy, you are. Okay, girl? Maybe you are. Nick is a gal. He breeding to suppress his gal. Shut up. That was hilarious. Cupcake said, you gonna have to say them other people's president or something because he ain't my president. Hell, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, but you can come meet me outside. How about that? I know that's right. Jesus. Listen. I'm not gonna spend much time on these two douchebags, but what I will say, what he said, I thought he officially changed his name to Dick Canning after the Saturday Night Baby Bump. Oh my Jesus. Okay. All right. I mean, you're a black scallywag. Oh my God. I'm so serious. Most trade do that for real. I hear you. Yeah, but you acorn headed. Okay. All right. Let's move on. I will say this about Nick Cannon and Amber Rose. Well, mostly Amber Rose. Amber Rose, I really think it's important for you to shut the hell up. I mean, honestly, because at this point, you're just going to get white people in trouble. Because listen, this is one of the beautiful things about this country. Okay? I want you to really hear me well. Okay? You could say whatever you want to say. You can. You have carte blanche to say whatever you want to say. But please understand that every action has a reaction. Okay? So if you say something that you shouldn't have said, don't be mad when somebody popped that ass. Okay? Don't be mad if you tell a white girl, like if you want to be around, if your white people, your white friends, you allow them to say that. My white friends don't say that to me. If they say that, it's going to be a problem. They know it. If I hear that come out of a white person's mouth, if I hear the N-word come out of a white person's mouth, or any type of racial derogatory comment come out of a white person's mouth, it's on and popping. That's just how I feel. You know? But listen, you want to tell your white friends to do that? You go ahead and tell them. But also, please understand that if we hear that and you say it to the wrong person that's not one of your friends, and your apple-headed ass gets popped, don't be mad. Because I'm the type of person that I'm going to pop the white person and I'm going to pop the person that brought the white person. That's just me. Oh, road chicken. Oh, popcorn kernel in there. Oh, y'all are a mess. Anywho, let's move on. This one. You know, Chilli, I'm really disappointed in you, girl. I'm not surprised, but I'm disappointed. So for those who don't know, Chilli from TLC it's coming under fire because of her donations that she's made to Trump in the 2024 election cycle. And also it's coming up, other stuff has come up that she's been putting in there's just been a lot of suspicious things going on where, like, for example, she had liked a post that was extremely disrespectful to the one and only Michelle Obama. Okay. And then also one of the things that Funky Dineva brought up that I did not know is that it's not just what you said that you can explain away, but it's also the people that you're following, who you and that you follow on social media, who happens to be super MAGA. It's just very interesting. I don't know who you think we are, but we're not MAGA. We're not dumb, but we're gonna go along with this train, okay? Just for right now. This is what she had posted, because when all the backlash started to come out, she said, "I want to be clear, I'm not MAGA and do not support any of the many policies that are causing great harm to the American people. I made a mistake too many make. I did not read the fine print. I thought I was supporting causes against human trafficking and for veterans. Two things I care deeply about, as my dad is a veteran and everyone knows I love children. I have learned a valuable lesson and ask for grace as I navigate this. Love, Chilli." Now that would have been fine. I would have personally left it at that. I honestly wouldn't have said shit if I were you, girl. But you said shit anyway. So since we're here, fine. You posted this and you did your iOS press release. Cool. You probably have an Android. That's probably why you acting the way you are. But we're gonna leave that alone. Let me stop before I get in trouble back up here, get knocked off. But listen, my issue with you is that you said something and now you opened the can of worms. So now we have to have a conversation. But you didn't just leave it with this post. You came up with the damn video. Take a look.
Hey guys, I wanted to come on here to address a few things that's circulating on the internet that's very concerning to me. Let me say this first. I have the utmost respect and admiration for Michelle Obama, and I would never say or do anything that is disrespectful to her or to any woman. I would never do that. And I had no clue that this repost had happened until I started getting phone calls and text messages from everybody, and I immediately went to my page to see what was going on. Now, mind you, I'm not very computer savvy, so I'm looking for this repost button, and I see that all of these buttons are very, very close to each other. And clearly I was scrolling and my thumb hit the repost button. Again, I had no clue that something like this happened until I got all the calls. But of course.
Yeah, girl, I'm glad they cut it off at that, because at this point, I don't believe you. Okay, but then here comes Salt from Salt and Pepper trying to salvage everything, and you should have said shit, girl. But this is what she said. Okay, she said, "Chilli, please keep your pretty head all the way up, sister. This world is very quick to believe anything and everything posted on social media. Quick to crucify and slow to forgive. Even when you straighten it out, haters will always hate. We know you and your heart. I truly pray that you don't shed not one tear or lose not 1 minute of sleep or peace over any of this. We got you, and any threat of not coming to the show from anyone will not stop us from loving on you and supporting you as a person and your legacy in music. This is the type of bullying." Oh, so now we're bullying because we're responding? Okay. "This is the type of bullying we as a people have to stand up to. Whoever comes to see us, great. And whoever doesn't will miss something special. Powerful sisters coming together. Positive vibes only. Continue to let your light shine, queen." Now listen, admirable that Salt wanted to be all about women power and supporting her Black sisters. I get it. Woo woo, rah rah. I know what this is really about, because this is probably your attempt at making sure that your ass gets them ticket sales in, because Chilli messed up the bag. But that's here nor there. We're going to leave that alone. But then has anybody heard from T-Boz? Has anybody heard from T-Boz? Because she hasn't said anything. Now, my thing is, at the end of the black ass day, let's see what y'all saying. Girl, push it real good. So I'll sit your arm down. No, because you have to go through steps to reply. Exactly. Do you think we're dumb? Like, really, girl, do you think we're dumb? Okay, so, but because of your money, bitch bullying my ass. Exactly. Y'all are on a roll today. My issue with the whole situation is I don't care who you believe in. Like, if this is the country of freedom, right? Like, this is, or it's supposed to be. So you are entitled to pray to who you want to pray to. You are entitled to say whatever you want to say. Again, consequences and repercussions. You are entitled to do basically whatever you want to do within law. Again, consequences and repercussions. But don't get mad that because your beliefs doesn't match up with my beliefs and I no longer want to support you. I don't want to go to your concert now. Because it's not, to me, it's not just you supporting Donald Trump, allegedly, right? But it's the fact that you are supporting Donald Trump and then you're saying these are the reasons why you thought that you were going to support him. When all of that was put out beforehand. Now, you could be a Republican, you could be a conservative, I don't give a damn. But you over there asking me to look at and support you and your tour and to look at the entire situation as just explainaways. That doesn't make any sense. None of what you're saying makes any sense. Now, if it was one incident, if it was this incident, and we're looking at it from like individual things, yeah, you could possibly explain it away. But we're talking about a pathology at this point. We're talking about something that we're seeing that like, okay, 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 + 1. If it walks like a duck and it smells like a duck and it's quacking like a duck, it's giving duck. So what the fuck? That rhymed. That didn't mean to rhyme it. But that's not my point. My point is that seriously, what are we talking about here? In the words of Funky and Even, you don't fuck up the thing, girl. Right. I already got I know that's right, Michaela. I was going to get tickets. I really was. But now I don't see myself doing that. I'm so sorry, Chilli. And you were actually my favorite TLC member. You really were. No longer. Anywho, if you're enjoying the show, make sure you guys go ahead and donate to this platform. You can go ahead and do so by hitting $Pyro Media, and you can use the QR code right there on the screen. And if you're listening on the podcast, you can go ahead and hit up Cash App at $Pyro Media. That's right. Or if you're feeling so inclined, you can go ahead and bless me by doing $Kwame C as in Charlie 86. Right? Okay. I'll donate later. Ooh. Cool. Anyway, let's move on. Michaela says 300 happily back in my pocket. I know that's right, girl. There's other concerts and we'll be fine. All right, y'all, let's take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to go ahead and get into the second half of the show. And I'll see you guys on the other side. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and share to anybody. I don't care who you share to. Just make sure you share it to somebody to let people know what's going on. I'll see you on this side.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I'm a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it.
Hey, it's Dr. Nicole D. Vick from Dr. Victorious, and you're watching Pyro Media Network.
Hey, it's Pastor Kim from It's Just Kim Live Show, and you're watching Pyro Media Network.
Hey, how y'all doing? Real quick, this is Daryl Walter, host of the Daryl Walter Show. I know. And you are watching Pyro Media Network.
Bring it up.
And we are black, you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys are hitting that like, share, and subscribe buttons. It does help the algorithm. And like I said before, if you are not getting notifications from YouTube or wherever you're watching, you can go ahead and text Blaze. That's right. Right now, go into your phone, whether you have an Android, Apple device, or Google Pixel, text Blaze, BLAZE, to 833-793-2423. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right. What do y'all talk about here? The weird Android use don't Cyrus, please. Y'all are a mess. I cannot. All right, let's get into the rest of the show. I cannot. Don't forget that we have the debut of Dirty Laundry this Thursday, debuting on April 2nd at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you guys so much for all of that, and make sure you guys support. We're gonna come in full-fledged support. We love our brother KO, and he's gonna do an amazing job, and I cannot wait for you guys to see what we did with Dirty Laundry. It's gonna be a dope show, so go ahead and check it out. All right, y'all, let's get into the third quarter of the show. Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. All right, this whole situation is so stupid to me, but I thought Druski, first of all, Druski is hilarious, and he needs awards. He needs awards because his skit that he did with the conservative white woman, it's just genius. Okay, somebody finna go be somebody's, but I'm gonna block you, girl. I'm gonna block you. Anywho, I cannot and will. But anyway, let's move on and focus on this. Apparently, some people didn't find it funny. Okay, Erica Kirk said, "Druski, this is sick. You fully dressed up as me, copied my look, my voice, my mannerisms, and turned me into a joke of millions of people. But let me guess, when it's done to me, it's suddenly comedy. If I did anything even remotely comparable, y'all would be trying to ruin my life. This is racist, humiliating, and you know exactly what you're doing." Druski replied and said, "I never even said your name in the video. The fact you saw a wig, a Bible, and a character and immediately decided it was about you is kind of telling on yourself." Exactly. Then after that, she sent him a cease and desist. And so he posted, Erica Kirk sent me a cease and desist trying to sue me over a skit. Little does she know parody is protected. It's comedy, not defamation. Y'all got to stop trying to take jokes to court. I know that's the damn truth. Then she responds and says, Erica Kirk responds and says, but if I did blackface as part of a skit, I'd be canceled and called a racist. Yes, you raggedy bitch. I'm explaining to you why you would have been canceled. Because blackface and whiteface are two totally different things. Blackface is rooted historically in racism and creating a caricature of black culture and black people. Whiteface historically has been used in clowns or for clowns in theatrical makeup. It's not the same. There's no oppressive nature when it comes to whiteface. And also, for those who keep saying that black people are racist or can be racist, that is statistically and actually impossible. You want to know why? Now, black people can be prejudiced. Anybody can be prejudiced. But racism is a systematic oppressive thing. That is not the same as prejudice. I can be prejudiced against Android users, and I am. But that I do not have the power to affect the livelihood of Android users. That is the difference between racism and prejudice. Dummy. Sick of this girl. We know what you did with your husband any damn way, but that's a whole nother damn conversation. We'll keep that on Patreon. He was hilarious. I thought this skit was hilarious, and I thought it spoke exactly. And you know what, Erica Kirk? You fed right into what he was talking about. The whole privileged lifestyle of a evangelical white woman. You basically screamed Karen, and you proved his damn point. Let's see what the people are saying. He never said her name. Timothy said organic. Somebody finna be somebody. Oh, okay, let's move on. He never said her name. I didn't want to say nothing, but here you go. It was funny. It was absolutely funny, girl. You're okay. It's a parody, fool. Right? White chicks hoes. Go watch it. Exactly. Nobody had an issue with white chicks. That was a parody. And you know what, Erica, I find really funny with your raggedy ass? Okay? What I find funny is your husband was all about freedom of speech, when he, in fact, was actually saying some harmful, racist microaggressions. And not even just microaggressions, he was saying flat-out racist things. And flat-out just harmful rhetoric that is harmful to minorities. But you thought that it was okay for him to say it because he's white. You thought that it's okay for him to say it because it's okay when y'all say shit. And when y'all do shit. Y'all always have an excuse. Y'all always move the goalposts when it comes to when we say something about stuff, when we push back. That's when you guys want to move the goalposts, because you don't want to take accountability for the stuff that your ancestors did and that you continue to live off of and that you continue to perpetrate. Dummy. Let's move on. Speaking of another bleach blonde, bad built, butch bodied queen, let's go ahead and move on to Karoline Leavitt. Now, Karoline Leavitt is basically I forgot to put that down. Karoline Leavitt is basically the mouthpiece of Trump's anus, right? And just says whatever shit that he just, shits out. Check this shit out.
Who's paying for the cost of this war? Will those Arab countries step up to do just that?
Well, I think it's something the president would be quite interested in calling them to do. I won't get ahead of him on that, but certainly it's an idea that I know that he has and something that I think you'll hear more from him on.
Let's watch that one more time, and I want you to watch how she transitions her facial expression.
Who's paying for the cost of this war? Will those Arab countries step up to do just that?
Well, I think it's something the president would be quite interested in calling them to do. I won't get ahead of him on that, but certainly it's an idea that I know that he has and something that I think you'll hear more from him on.
Let me explain something to you, Karoline Leavitt. Is this going to be the same payment that Mexico was supposed to pay for when it came to the wall that we never got accomplished? Because there was no wall. There may have been concepts of a wall. So you attack a country. I just want to make sure that I just want to make sure that I'm not going crazy and it's not just like, Trump derangement syndrome that y'all some of y'all like to play, Let me get this straight. You attack a country And the country that we're attacking, it's expensive for us to even attack the country. And now you're telling us that the president of said country is supposed to get the funding for the said war from the country that we're attacking? What? I just wanted to know, Michaela, is it me? I just want to know. So the fact that she even found it funny, and the fact that she even came out of her mouth with even an iota of thought to even regurgitate that bullshit, it's ridiculous to me. Never once to Paris or Nikki Hilton do any of these white shits. Oh, you talking about okay, yeah. So this is the party show where we talk about crazy what child. Let's move on. I can't do this. Let's see here. All right. I can't even. So we have a conundrum, and I kind of talked about it earlier. I was watching the Don Lemon show last night, and I found it very well. I think it was from Friday, but I was watching some of the episodes last night, and what I find interesting is that people are saying, "Oh, this is a distraction from the Epstein files." Yes, it is a distraction from the Epstein files. However, there's more to it. What I don't understand, and what I think that the problem comes in, is that, and where I have a problem with MAGA, is I can get with policy differences. I really can. I can have a debate with a Republican or a conservative, and we can have debates on policy differences and all of that stuff, right? We can debate on that, because I just feel like that's just what politics should be, where we have an end goal that both parties or all parties want to get to, but before we get to that goal, we're going to debate on how we're going to get to said part or get to said issue. Cool, let's do that, no problem. However, you're going into a situation where all of your campaign promises about restoring, regulating egg prices and regulating prices for food and all that stuff, but yet you basically decimated the farming industry with your fucking tariffs. You then talk about, oh, we're not going to have any wars. We shouldn't have never been in the war in the first place. Blah, 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 blah. Obama, Biden, Obama, Biden, Obama, Biden. Okay. But now you attack Venezuela. And then you attack Iran. With no exit plan. With no congressional conversations. At least with the Bush administration, we had some type of even if it was made up BS, we had some type of made up BS where we had documentation that was brought to the damn Congress and to the UN and all stuff to have conversation on this. You don't got nothing. It's just on your word. It's just intelligence that we got. But yet, none of your CIA, FBI people are in the conversation when it was happening. Then one of your other campaign promises is that no new wars. And now you're sending over 30,000 troops to the area. And let me explain something to you. And then now we cut off they cut off the Strait of Hormuz, right? Or Hormuz. Cool. Now you send these troops over there, and they're gonna basically die or be unalived because you don't have a strategy. What if they try to secure the Strait of Hormuz, which now has landmines or sea mines in there, or what do you call it? Oh my God, what do you call those mines? They're basically underwater. The mines that go underwater. And then you lied about the tomahawks being utilized. I don't understand what like at this point we need to kind of think about. And I'm talking about when I say we, we have common sense, we have critical thinking skills. But when I say we, I mean just as a whole, as a country, as a whole. Even y'all's dumbass MAGA. Y'all can't even put two and two together. Y'all had this whole campaign against Biden and Obama and Kamala, but you don't have any type of putting two and two together or any type of common sense when it comes to y'all's president. See, the problem with y'all is that y'all don't understand that, like, when we see something going wrong in our area, on our team, and we see something that we don't like I didn't like the cognitive concerns that we had with Biden. I didn't. I had a problem with it. I thought that I didn't like the way that the Democratic Party operated in that way. I didn't like the way that the Democratic Party or Biden did not go ahead and step down like he said he was going to be a one-term president. I didn't like the way he didn't step down and have a whole campaign thing. I didn't like the way they did Kamala with the 90 days until we had for her to do a campaign when when Trump had years to campaign. I didn't like it. But we can have those conversations. We can talk about those things. It seems like y'all don't want to admit nothing's going on. Y'all want to move the goalpost when it affects y'all. Absolutely bananas to me. Absolutely bananas. Let's get into our team huddle real quick in the fourth quarter of the thing. Let's finish this out. I'm rejecting your deflection. I don't know if you've ever seen Charmed. It's with Shannon Doherty. May she rest in peace. And what's the girl that played Phoebe? Oh my God, why am I forgetting her name? Alyssa Milano. There was a term in there that or one of their spells that they did when they were trying to defeat one of the demons, and it said, "I'm rejecting your deflection," and it got me to thinking because I was reading this book called Return to Sender, and I don't really think that people really understand. I always sit there and say that words mean things, and I always sit there and say, watch what you say, and it's also biblical. There's life and death in the power of the tongue, right? How you operate and what you project out into the world, what you say, how you interpret things, how you manifest your environment comes out of your tongue, comes out of your mouth. So if you're constantly saying, "Oh, I'm tired," or "I'm this, I'm that," whatever, that energy is being spewed out. We are made in the image and likeness of God, and so God spoke and He said, "Let there be light," and things happen, right? And so I just feel like we have to get to a space where we are not allowing people to speak negativity into our life. We're not allowing people to control. There was a time several years back, actually, a couple of years ago, where I had a former client, and I gave him a lot more power than I should have. I remember him, going and just trolling and saying certain things like, "Oh, you're never going to be anything," or your channel's never going to grow, and all of these different things. And it used to really fuck with me because I allowed it to fuck with me. But I also allowed it to fuck with me because I was in a space mentally that I just was not strong enough at that time to really learn my own power, and really understand my own power. And that rejecting all of that deflection, all of that projection, was something that I didn't know I could do. And so I want you to be careful when, and this goes to clients, friends, so-called friends, family. Watch what they put into your life and what they speak into your life. If people are going into your life and they're saying, hey girl, I just got, a promotion at work. Oh, that's cute for that little job. Oh, it's little. It wasn't little when you asked me for $10 last week. It wasn't little when you didn't get your promotion, but I was sitting there helping you. It wasn't little then. So now it's little. Oh, I see you with that little relationship. That's cute. Y'all cute. Haters. And also be careful about when people speak things into and put bugs in your ear into your relationships. When they show you who they are, believe them the first time. Exactly. Listen, and that's something that I'm working in therapy on, because I have a tendency that once you show me something, that's it. I'm placing it there forever. Like, that's it. Like, there's no going back. Once I made a decision, that's it. But I also know that there's nuance, and that there's nuance in relationships, right? But once I start seeing how you treat other people and how you operate with other people, and that's your pathology, I'm done. I'm good. I'm gravy. And that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm gonna write you off. It just means that I now know where I can place you in my life. I now know how close you can get to me, or not get to me, and that's cool. There's revelations that I've had this year on people that I've known for years. There's revelations, and some are good and bad. I remember Cupcake and Dr. Holt and I have a group chat, and there's just certain times where I'm really, really like upset, or I'm sad, or I'm going through something or whatever, and they just out of nowhere, and I haven't said anything to them, and they'll say something funny. There's times when I'll just reach out to Cupcake, or I'll reach out to Dr. Hall, and we'll just have a conversation about random stuff. Sometimes I'll reach out to my bestie. Sometimes I'll talk to my partner. Sometimes I'll call my mom. All of these things, your circle is there for a reason. There's reasons why, you have these people in your life. But then there's other times where I'm seeing certain people that I thought were my friends, or that I thought were cool, but I see how they operate. And I'm like, oh, I can't. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. And then there's other times when you see other people that you didn't think that they were your friends, then they become your friends because of how they operate. But that's all of that is cool. Reject the deflections. You can speak and cancel all of those assignments that people try to speak into your life, any type of dissension, any type of negativity. Just go to the God of your understanding and have them handle it at that point. Because at some point, you have to really be clear about yourself and be clear about what you're seeing, and take off the rose-colored glasses and be okay with it, and know that your trajectory and where you're going is your space and your level, and where you're going is for you, nobody else. What Cupcake has is for Cupcake. What Dr. Holt has is for Dr. Holt. What Michaela has is for Michaela. What Timothy has is for Timothy. What Kwame has is for Kwame. And all of that can still exist in the same space without any issues. See what the people... Right. One of my cousins tried that with my recent promotion for next school year. I hit her ass with it, but my home is about to be paid off, and you still... Now, listen. But it's little. Exactly. Dr. Timothy says, sometimes you have to just look at people, shake your head, and say, that's unfortunate. Yeah, it is unfortunate. What Kwame has it for... I can't. You know what? That's the cue. Y'all can't have my shit. Yeah. Michaela, that's right. You have hit me up, and it turned my day. Aw, I love you, Michaela. You're so welcome. But yeah, like I just feel like that, like all of that is unnecessary. You just got to speak life into people, and I hope that you guys like understand when somebody is going through whatever they're going through, it's more about them than it is about you. And don't internalize it, because I realized that was really some of the things that I would do is I would internalize all of the stuff that people would speak into my life, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent. But yeah, y'all go ahead and like. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. That's gonna be it for me today. And also hit up that Cash App for the people. $ Pyro Media, or you can utilize the QR code right there. And subscribe. We appreciate it. I love you guys so freaking much. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And thank you all for the 5,000 subscribers. Whether you're here for this show or any of the other shows on Pyro Media, you are a Pyro Maniac and you are part of our kin. So we appreciate it. You're part of the kinfolk. So we appreciate you all. So thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys on the next one. Until then, stay blessed, stay stress-free, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace, y'all.
In the comma, gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma in the comma, gotta get it, get it. Gotta get it, get it.
Thank you for watching Pyro Media Network. For more information, please visit pyromedianetwork.com.